Facial recognition and ID checks to assess a person's age. In sport, the Premier League has announced. And finally, dearie me, a to get the deer out of the primary school. And the police officer said the deer was last seen headed north.
Good.
Good morning to you. Let's start with what's happening in the Middle East, shall we? Families of hostages still held by Hamas are meeting with Israel's war cabinet today, including the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. 137 hostages are still being held by the terrorist group. It comes as Israel issues a fresh evacuation warning to civilians in southern Gaza. Here, a group of MPs and senior doctors are calling on the government to offer patients alternatives to antidepressants after figures showed that they're now being prescribed to 1 in 5 adults in England. Here's Michelle Morrison. MPs have backed plans to speed up giving compensation to victims of the NHS-infected blood scandal. Rishi Sunak's first Commons defeat as Prime Minister. Thousands contracted HIV or hepatitis C from contaminated blood in the 1970s and 80s. A total of 22 Conservative MPs backed a Labour amendment and supported the proposals to set up a body who would administer the compensation scheme. That's John, our chief correspondent, wasn't it, from the families of those hostages that essentially forced the Israeli government to call that a temporary pause in bombardment and make that deal with Hamas. What are the families today hoping for then? Were given this infected blood and lost their lives.